Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new video today. It'll be the episode 6 trailer analysis. Before beginning this, a few things to note. Background footage is not owned by me. It is owned by Odd Nation Cartoons. This is just my personal theories, analyses on these scenes. If you have different ones, it's completely fine. Anyways, in my videos I do sections for organization and simplicity. Sections for this video are trailer analysis, who's going next, conclusion. Without further delay, let's begin with the first section, trailer analysis.
And I'm going to chase it, and I'm going to chase it. I know we can't ignore it.
We start the episode from where we left off with Emily talking to Yul again. To me, there's two options for this. A Yul's manager contacted Emily and she's telling Yul to act like a better person for once or be an illegal alliance, Jensen called. And Emily needs Yul's help specifically. The reason she would choose Yul, I'm guessing, is because he would actually be willing for an illegal alliance, but because who would suspect anyone making an illegal alliance with Yul out of everyone else in options, no matter the case? I feel like it makes sense for Yul to react like this simply because it's Yul. The next scene shows Fiore in the production tent with Marcus and Nina, which, The only thing I can really think of here is Fiore decided to pull an MK partially to check and watch confessional's security so she can figure out who decided to be a traitor to the villain's alliance, but whilst trying to do so, Marcus and Nina came before she could check who betrayed. Marcus likely is asking if Fiore needs any help. Fiore makes up a bullcrap excuse, with Nina knowing this and pointing it out because it's Nina. Trevor shows up, likely asking about what's happening. Fiore probably lies, with Trevor believing Fiore since Trevor is so innocent. I think he's having to go onto the cameras to begin editing the episodes. As Emily said, one of their responsibilities as interns in episode 1 is that they must edit episodes, and to me there's no other reason he would need to be in here since this is where the cameras are, and likely where to edit. I'm guessing Fiore left the tent around this point, planning to try again later. For Marcus and Nina, they could stick around, they could not, really doesn't matter. For the next scene, right before Trevor can get a hold of the footage to edit, Emily comes in to make an excuse of some kind. She'll probably want to delete the footage of her talking with Yul, making sure the evidence of whatever they talked about is erased. Trevor, though confused and not knowing much on it, would just go away, as Emily is his superior, or he would just see no reason to not believe her, listen to her. If Nina was around, she would point out the bullcrap. But even so, I'm doubting it would do much since Nina's a puppet. Speaking of which, we haven't gotten the reactions from the interns to Nina. Genuinely curious to see that. Next scene shows Rhea enjoying that reward, likely with Alec wanting to use the shower next. Rhea and Alec begin having a conversation, and there's a reason these two are talking. Rhea found out about the traitor to the villain's alliance the past day, with it probably being revealed to Alec here, giving Alec some sweet paranoia. The next scene shows Gret being worried for Yul, which, please break up with him soon. They're probably having another fight. Maybe Yul's more on edge given the Emily conversation from earlier, and Gret's just concerned. It'd be interesting if Gret saw Emily and Yul talking as well, telling Yul it isn't smart to do so, warning of the consequences if anyone found out. But since this is Yul, he would probably insult her for daring give him advice. Following scene showcases Eli talking with Ashley, which, yes, more of them interacting. Eli this season has been so much better than S2. I think this will keep it up as a way for sympathetic. She's likely sad Hunter is gone, and discussing concerns as right now it doesn't seem like she's trying to form an alliance with her here. On Jake's side, he's smiling too. Fiore, what? I don't think he's really wanting to work with her. If anything, Fiore is thanking him for saving her, with Jake looking like that, smirking as he's going to try and get her out next. Fiore won't go down without a fight though, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Next scene shows Ellie and Tom talking. However, what mainly interests me is the fish they have. Remember in episode 4, Jake and Ashley went to catch fish and the sticks with fish look the exact same. This makes me believe Aiden and Tom went fishing without equipment, unless Tom crafted some. Now, we know Gabby has a pet fish from her long list of animals in episode 5 of season 1, so I don't think she'd be eating it, but didn't Ellie not want Gabby to feel left out the episode prior? And here she is, eating the fish. I just hope Gabby isn't too sad about this. And I hope she isn't alone picking fruit, maybe when Ellie talks to Tom, it's about leaving Gabby out of this and that she's going to help her? Or maybe she's making an excuse to go meet up with the villain alliance. So much of me wants it to be helping Gabby because I adore those together anyway. These morning events team-wise might not be the exact order they go in. This is just the order I thought would occur here. The next scene shows the challenge, which it's musical time. I adore musicals and music in general, so you don't know how excited this makes me, probably the most hyped I've been for a coming Disventure Camp episode as shown here. All the teams are being told the challenge by Crystal. The challenge is to where the teams must produce, write, and create an original song whilst playing instruments and of course singing. Then they will be judged. And whoever gets the highest score wins reward and immunity. Last team lowest score may head to tribal council. Next scene showcases Magenta watching Trevor sing. Which just saying, I don't know if there's any way to top the peak song in episode 1 for Trevor. Also, I wonder if Derek is just not gonna sing. Or if he'll be forced to sing by Trevor and we will have a Trevic duet. We'll have to see for the next part. I'll just be going team by team, starting with Magenta, then Yellow, then Cyan. Shown here is Fiore disagreeing with her team on whatever they were discussing for the musical. Honestly, I am so curious to see how Fiore sings. Like, is she just gonna be forced onto stage in a fancy outfit and be forced to sing the lyrics Eli made, or will she change the lyrics to insult someone? It's going to be absolutely hilarious. Also, I am so ready to see a Jake solo. Following scene shows Eli showing Jake a notebook. I'm guessing she wrote the lyrics for the song they are going to sing. Jake looks relieved and to seem to be getting along pretty well. I'm curious too how they will add drama from here on Magenta, because it's pretty clear they all just want Fiore out and everyone here seems to be getting along except Fiore. I don't see Magenta losing here, but anything can happen, and also so interested to see how this turns out. Lol. Over on Yellow, Connor is suggesting something, with Rhea clearly very annoyed with it. I don't think she's figured out Connor delivered letters yet, and if she did, I don't think Rhea is stupid enough to make it so obvious she's annoyed with it. Knows, and Rhea is petty enough to just be angry at whatever suggestion Connor comes up with. Otherwise, we see Rhea, Yul, and Gret in their outfits and singing the following lyrics.
And I'm going to chase it, and I'm going to chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try.
First off, they look stunning in these outfits. Oh my gosh. I am so ready to see Ellie and Gabby in these as well. I did not expect a Rhea and Yul duet, and I find it's so funny. I also looked up the lyrics and they matched a song called No Matter How Hard We Try by Ben Goldstein and Moon. This might be what they are singing in this performance. Next up we have the Cyan team, which y'all don't know how excited I am to see their performance. The first scene shows Gabby's insane side returning for a second, as she's probably suggesting something chaotic for this musical, and I am so here for it. Aiden then likely responds with something suggesting another thing for the musical. On the topic of Aiden, his VA is such a good singer. Oh my gosh. For those curious, his music channel is Vster9 Music. Highly recommend to check out his music if you haven't. So I am needing an Aiden solo along with an Ellie and Gabby duet. The following scene shows Ellie being strategical, which, oh no, what is this girl planning this time? Whatever she's doing, she's extremely proud of it, as shown in the way she smirks. It's giving season to Rhea vibes, and that scares me. Still adore her though. To me, this can't be related to Gabby. Since Gabby is the one person she cares about, I don't think she's overconfident in any music. Since I don't think that's where Ellie shines. If she's overconfident in anything, it's her fashion designing skills and how she and Tess will eat up that part of the challenge. But I feel like that's too simple. We will have to see. The following confessional is a Tom one, to where he says, to me, this could either relate to whatever Ellie's planning, or maybe Jake is finally confronting him for everything and he doesn't know how to avoid it. It might also be a start to the subplot. Maybe he figures out that Jensen is back and he doesn't know what to do relating to it. It has a lot of possibilities, not many answers. The final scene shows Tom and Aiden looking at one another. They are likely just thinking about how the musical is turning out, discussing it. With the analysis finished, we can now analyze who is going to be eliminated and who's going next.
And I'm going to chase it. And I'm going to chase it. I know we can't ignore it.
I am convinced this episode is likely a non-elimination, though I will be saying who will go per each team if it is. I still think we won't be seeing anyone head home. Every episode 6 in Disventure Camp has been a non-elimination S1. Episode 6 was a fake-out elimination, so why end the streak here? We know this season is going to have 21 episodes. If we are going for another final 3, as I assume, there has to be a minimum of 5-6 non-eliminations in order to make it that way, not counting the person returning. Plus, I feel like a musical-type themed episode will work well for a non-elimination, at least to me. But Anto, if this is an elimination, who would go per team? For Magenta, as much as it pains me to say this, as she is my winner pick partially. But Ashley, other than Jake, she doesn't have as much story to the others. Jake is redeeming himself, Eli is becoming a character, Fiore still needs to make up with Alec. With Ashley's backstory revealed, it's a ticking time bomb before she gets robbed. Next up, Yellow Team. Rhea has to redeem herself, Gret needs her spotlight. Alec needs to make up with Fiore. If Connor came back to get out this early, why bring him back? This leaves Gret could break up with him and he could go, though even then I don't find it likely that much at all, since I feel like it wastes a lot of potential for Yule's true villain arc. Anyway, for Cyan, it's Gabby. Ellie cannot go until a team swap happens, as she is the reason for the drama on Cyan team. Remove Ellie and all you have is heartbroken Gabby, and since Jake isn't jealous much anymore, there wouldn't be anything. Tom and Aiden have to stay. Tom has to fix whatever his dynamic with Jake is at this point, and Aiden needs to go on his solo streak like a lie. Tess has to find the old Ellie and Gabby. As much as I adore her, once she finds out Ellie betrayed, her plot ends, which can happen this episode. Once she finds out too, it is going to break me lol. With the analyzation of the elimination done, allow the final section to begin, the conclusion.
And I'm going to chase it. And I'm going to chase it. I know we can't ignore it.
What are your thoughts on the trailer? Would love to hear them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you again on the channel CIA, and have a great day, night.